Hello, hello, hello. What ho? Welcome back to another exciting adventure of Radio Free Anarchy. This is on the playlist Rethinking Revelation. I'm your host, Travel Mateus. Again, this is a continuation of the updates that I am going to be creating as new episodes, which will reflect my current development of spirituality and understanding about the Bible. However, many of these episodes are going to present to the listener, the viewer, the subscriber tools with which they can test my methodologies and discover for themselves that which is hiding beneath the surface. This is episode 2, Hide and Seek in the Text. In this video, I want to challenge something that we usually assume without question, that the Bible means exactly what it appears to mean on the surface. But what if that assumption is too small, too minimalistic for the text we're actually reading? I want to explore with you a different way of reading the Bible. Some might call it a maximalistic approach to interpretation. That is, we are going to be squeezing every last drop of milk and honey from this rock in the wilderness. We're not adding meaning to what's there, but we are refusing to stop at the fine first layer of meaning. We're going to treat the text like it's a game of hide and seek. Not because the truth is missing, but because the truth is intentionally hidden. It's intentionally hidden. It's hiding Easter eggs in the yard for your children, and as they get older, you hide them in more and more difficult places. It exercises the mind. Some passages feel straightforward. Others feel mysterious, layered, symbolic, even sometimes disorienting. The question is not whether that difference exists. The question is, are we willing and able and open to learn how to read the Bible again for the first time? I want to push back on the idea that all scripture should be just flattened out into a surface level single reading mode. Instead, I want to suggest something different. What if parts of the text are designed to resist immediate interpretation, knee-jerk reactions? Not to confuse the reader, but to draw them in. This idea really is grounded in the Proverbs. Proverbs 25:2 says, "It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, and it is the glory of kings to search it out." Concealment, then, is not necessarily an obstacle. Concealment is the weeding out, the filtering out of the weak-minded. And I don't mean that derogatorily. I mean that in terms of the adolescent mind. the juvenile mind, the Padawan mind, the mind that says, oh, this is too hard right now, and then just gives up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep reading. Keep reading. Keep reading. Your mind will masticate on these things that you are introducing to it. That's what reading does. Reading brings into your mind information that you are the one allowing access. And so then when you give that to your subconscious, infinite, intelligent awareness, it's designed to whet your appetite and draw you in. Interpretation becomes something more active rather than something that's stagnant and just on a page. Something that's just a rule to go by. Because once you open a door of interpretation, your mind is going to begin to say, well, what if? Well, what if? And if you're dogmatic, you're not going to allow those questions and you're going to just be truncated. Interpretation is not a passive reading, it's an active searching. Let's apply this to the creation narrative in Genesis. Rather than treating it only as a literal sequence of historical events, I want to suggest a function on a more symbolic level. I want to suggest that light and order and separation in Genesis 1 are not just physicalities, but they're more than what's on the surface. Another example comes from the Gospel of John. Nicodemus comes to Jesus at night. This detail is easily overlooked, and I would like to suggest a symbolic reading of understanding the concept of night. Night becomes more than just a time of day. It's a condition of understanding. Nicodemus is in the dark, not just physically, mentally, spiritually, even possibly epistemologically, eschatologically. And in contrast to that, Jesus is repeatedly associated with light in John's gospel. Light entering darkness, darkness struggling to comprehend it. So the scene becomes layered. A man in darkness approaches the source of light. It's not just a meeting, but it's a movement from partial understanding toward clarity. So the question becomes, are we reading the Bible as a flat document meant to be consumed quickly and completely understood? Or are we drawn into reading a layered, multifaceted tapestry that requires contemplation and reflection? My claim isn't that everything is hidden. It's not that everything is given all at once. Many things are meant to be unfolded, but only by those who are willing to search. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But life is also like hide and seek, where the goal isn't just to get to the egg right away, but to discover things along the way that help the egg stand out in a more robust fashion. I want to encourage you to become a reader who squints, who scrunches, and who learns to read between the lines. This is episode 2. Hide and seek in the text. I have been your host, Travel Mateus. Until next time.